Hey everybody, it is Kristen, Jay, and of course it's King Ziggy. And we want to take a few minutes to just kind of go over what's been going on with Ziggy. We thought it would be much easier to make a video than it would be to actually write out everything that we're going to tell you today.
Honey, you still got it.
I want to first just say, I'm sorry. I feel like there's been like a disconnect in our social media lately. We've had some things weighing on us, and it's hard to make that disconnect to post something here when you have so much weighing on you over here, So, anywho, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying with all the year that we have had this past year. It's I'm trying to work through my emotions and that type of good stuff. But without further ado, we are going to give you an update on our boy Ziggy. Just an update on Zig. Y'all know who Ziggy is. Ziggy is who Ziggy's Refuge is named after. He has been my rock for the last 13 years. He's gotten me through every loss of every animal out here for 13 years. And I feel like we don't post about him enough because he's Ziggy. You know what I'm saying? We like to post about all the other animals because Ziggy's Ziggy, and Ziggy's Refuge is about Ziggy and all of his friends and family. So that's kind of where we like to go. But what we don't ever post about is like how much this boy means to not just Jay and I, but everybody out here. Everybody knows that this is Ziggy's farm. This is his house. Ziggy has his schedule. And no matter who's doing what, when Ziggy wants to do anything, go anywhere, needs attention, everybody stops what they're doing because we have to please the king. Look at him. He's so funny. He's so funny. And he's so funny. He's so sociable. He's so personable. He's so mischievous that, during our darkest and hardest days, he's the boost around here. He's our morale booster. He's everything. And when bad things happen, everybody goes to Ziggy because Ziggy, he's hilarious. He's unpredictable, and if you're having a bad day, this pig is going to be the one that puts a smile on your face. But without further ado, I'm going to let Jay take over.
So, last 6 months or so, we noticed like a rash on Ziggy's belly, or what we thought was a rash on Ziggy's belly. And that's what it was presumed to be. That's how we've been treating it. It just wasn't going away. So recently we did a biopsy on that, and it came back positive as cancer. It's squamous cell carcinoma. It's not the worst kind. It's not the best kind. And there's spots kind of all over that we're pretty concerned about right now. Not just his belly, his legs, a couple spots on his cheeks. So we're pretty concerned. We've already started talking with every university out there, every vet we could think of. We've reached out to human doctors, everything, trying to work on a plan here. And we've got a plan in place. There's details being worked out and everything else, but we're pretty close to getting dialed in exactly how we're going to handle this. But yeah, we're going to hit this as hard as we do every other animal that's in need. It's going to hit us harder than the others because it's Ziggy. We've been through everything with this guy. From when we lived in the islands to travel the country with him to, he's the reason we did this. He's our inspiration. He's everything. Which is, why we're just going to, take this head on. I know y'all will be there for us through it. We've been dealing with this information for a little over a week now. Kind of, had to absorb it, and then, switch to work mode and how we're going to fix it. And that's where we're at now.
So, I don't want y'all to think that, we've just left something unattended. This is something that we brought up during our vet visits for a good part of a year. And it's just something that I guess, everybody's having to learn from at this point, what to notice and look for in the future. I just don't want y'all to think that we've been negligent with him, because he's the captain of our ship, and of course we wouldn't just see things and just try to treat him without any veterinary direction. But we're having a hard time coming up with the perfect plan, and I'm going to tell you why. And a lot of it's because Ziggy is a pig, and all pigs are considered livestock, which are considered food animals. And in veterinary medicine, there's a lot of medications that are life-saving that it's against the law to be able to use. And so, therefore, it's like we're trying to get creative. There's some places that will use some. There's some places that will use others. There's some, and as Ziggy's cancer has spread, I mean, it's in a pretty significant area. It's basically all over one side of his stomach. It's on his cheeks. It's on his legs. It's in a lot of places. It's something that we have a long road ahead of us. And so over the last couple of weeks, we've been really trying to figure out the best course of action. We've contacted, all sorts of vets from all universities. We've contacted vets that work with, Chinese medicine. We're trying not to say we're going to go one direct way. We're just wondering if there's multiple ways that we can incorporate together that's going to, give him relief, as well as help us try to fight this and beat this. We have to be optimistic, because Ziggy's 13 years old, but he's in good shape, besides, his arthritis and that type of stuff. And we just have to be ready. He's going to be leaning on us a lot, and we lean on him a lot more than he leans on us. So
yeah, I will say, on a positive note, I mean, Ziggy's himself 100% right now. He maybe has some slight irritation here and there, but that's about it. The treatments, depending on what we end up doing, it's going to increase that. But he's still got his full personality. He's still appetite, activity level, everything's totally 100% normal with him. And we're going to do everything we can to keep it that way throughout this process. But
he was outside playing tonight until after it got dark. After it got dark. So he still does his thing. He's still enjoying life. Nothing's really changed. We're always dealing with his arthritis, but that's just part of our everyday routine. Nothing's really changed at this point, and we hope that long term, we'll be able to manage all of this. That's the hope.
Yep, that's the goal. That's what we're pushing for, and I know all of y'all will be there for us through it, for Ziggy through it, and yeah, we'll keep everybody updated on everything as this goes on. Yeah, probably starting next week is when we're really going to start getting going with everything. But we'll share more details of all that as it happens.
Yeah.
But
so if you notice that there's maybe a little anxious posts or not or maybe there's not quite as many posts, just know it's not the fact that we're not just outside just living our best life forgetting about you all. Literally, I would like to be able to do more, but I'm kind of maxed out on what I can produce and put out for you.
Where you going, Zig? Where you going?
He's leaving.
Okay.
He said it's enough about him.
He said, I'm over this. All right, well, we'll leave y'all with that. He might even knock on the tripod here. But he's doing good. We're going to work through it. And we love y'all and thank y'all for all the support, as always. And we know you guys are going to be there for us through all of this, and we really appreciate that.
And I do want to say this. I know we're going to get a lot of messages about ways and approaches that we need to take this. And to be quite honest, unless you have specific information about pigs and this type of cancer, it really won't apply to our situation. And honestly, y'all, I am anxious as it is, and I appreciate everybody looking out for us, but we are always open to approaches with Ziggy, but it needs to be pig specific, because like I said, there's so much in there in this kind of thing is very limited. So like I said, we always appreciate out of the box thinking and that type of thing. So if you have any specific pig related cases that you'd like to share, and treatments and successes and that type of thing, feel free to send it our way. We obviously we want to know everything we possibly can while we're getting ready to go in through this. This is something that we've never really had to deal with before. So yeah, we'd appreciate feedback if you have any.
Absolutely. Anything else, honey?
Look at Zig.
No. So y'all, he said that was enough. Climbed into the chimney. Good boy, Zig. All right, y'all. Well, we love y'all.
We love y'all.
I know how much y'all love Ziggy, and we'll definitely share everything with this process as we can. All right, thanks.